Hello everyone. In this video, I want to talk about China's COVID-19 situation. Now, it has been more than 2 years since the outbreak of the virus in Wuhan. We are in 2022. It started in 2019, so more than 2 years. And in my channel, I seldom mention this. I think I maybe made only 2 videos about this, 1 or 2. It is because so far China has done a great job in controlling this virus. Okay. Before I made this video, I visited the website World Meter. China has like about 90,000 cases, where many other countries, they have more cases than the whole caseload of China, right? And even the country of Jamaica has more cases than China. Jamaica is like have 3 million people, but China has 1.4 billion, more than 1.4 billion people. So China has done a great job, okay? There's no doubt about that. But recently there has been sporadic occurrences in a few cities in China. I want to tell you, the rest of the world can the rest of the world do what China is doing? They can learn a little bit of one thing or two from China. A few days ago, in the city of Xi'an, there are like more than 100 cases, but now only to 1 digit the case increase. The increase of cases every day is like 5, 9, 8, reduced to 1 digit. Like 1 week or 2 weeks ago, it was like more than 100. That is the biggest outbreak in China ever since Wuhan. So what the government do in Xi'an? They lock down the whole city. Okay, you are not first. First every family is allowed to buy like grocery every day, 1 person. But then, due to the increase of the cases, now later nobody is allowed on the street. If you are on the street, the police will get you. But now, since the caseload, the increase has decreased to 1 digit, okay, the restrictions has been eased. Now, like in the city of Tianjin, things are, looks, quite, the number is not good. But I believe Tianjin will like Xi'an in a few days. Given time, the government will control it. Like the day before yesterday, Beijing reported 1 case. That woman, he works for ICBC International, the international part of ICBC in Beijing. ICBC is a bank, okay, in China. So he received an email from abroad and got the virus. Beijing has not been, because of the Winter Olympic is approved, is about to open like in 10 days. People are on alert in Beijing. In Shenzhen, in Guangdong, there are a few cases. In Henan, in the city of Zhengzhou, Xuchang, Anyang, the three cities, they have totally in total they have like more than 1,000 cases, especially in Xuchang. But their governments are doing the same like the Xi'an government. For example, in Xuchang, I don't think people are allowed to leave their house. So this is what I'm talking about. You have to have a tough measures, and otherwise you will see many other countries like US, UK, even though like people say, oh, this is is the symptoms is very very mild, but it's still COVID-19. Some people say it's a flu, but it's not. It has a side effect even if you recovered. So China has done a great job. I talked about earlier, like for example, if a person is confirmed of having the virus, they can easily trace, where this man has gone, who has he contacted with. They will quarantine not only him, but also people around him who has, maybe bumped him in the street for the last 14 days, okay, or 17 days, or 7 days. And this is quite accurate because government know, maybe like everywhere you go, your phone, maybe like WeChat or Alipay, will know where you have been. And another thing, China is doing good is that they have many checks. For example, people in Zhengzhou, they are not allowed to come to here. They have police at the city border, at the highway entrances. Like if this car is from Zhengzhou, they are not allowed to let the car come here. And it takes a lot of manpower to do this. And for China, they have a lot of people, not only police, but a lot of people that are on government payroll, that they can't do this kind of job. You can't. I don't think like America or UK can. Deploy so many people to do the checking, to do the like roadside checks or household visits. And another thing, like in China, or whether you are living in the city or living in the village, there will be people that will are authorized to maybe like if you are living in a residential area, we call it 小区. When you go through the gate, sometimes if there are cases, the guards will they will take your temperature and record when do you leave this area, when do you come to this area. But I don't think like in the West, because people are living not as densely as Chinese do, okay? Many of them, they have a standalone houses. Okay, so who can do this kind of like tracing or recording, right? But China can do, because many people believe we live in apartments. Okay, even if some people they live in houses, but many of the times the houses are like standing next to another houses, right? So this makes easier for people to manage. For lack of the better word, I just say manage, right? But in the West, it is hard. So what we do is that many people are sacrifice short-term freedom in exchange for long-term maybe peace or prosperity. We have seen this in Wuhan. In Wuhan, they locked the city for like 3 or 4 months. But after that, Wuhan basically is COVID free. Okay, I haven't like heard cases from Wuhan as far as I know. Okay, and this is happening in Tianjin. Right now, Tianjin is having a basically partial lockdown. But after 2 weeks, after like if there is no cases for consecutive 5 days, 7 days, maybe like the government will announce, we don't have any cases here. We will like let people move. Another thing is that the government will classify the region. We will classify this region as a low risk area, that region as a middle risk area, and that region as high risk area. So they will have different approaches for different areas. And also another thing is that vaccination. The vaccination rate in China is more than 95%, very high. One thing is that the government they be pushing very hard. Another thing is that people are just they don't have many questions. Like in the West, there are non-believers of vaccination. Okay, but in China, even though if you don't believe, you can't just say it. Like last time, after I have 2 shots, I'm supposed to have a booster. So I'm not I'm a little busy that day, So if they've been calling me for days, every day, one call, 2 call, to let me to take a booster shot. So finally, like after like 3 or 4 days, I get the booster shot. So this is what the government do. They have workers that will be watching this. If you don't get the shot, they will keep calling you, right? So yes, that is what I have to say for this video. Thanks for watching. Peace, very important, peace.